Star family, I'm back. Sorry I couldn't wrap up The Other Way and the other 90 Day Fiancé. I don't even know which one this is. Mother, booked and busy. It is what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all been with me long enough. But I'm here now for the new 90 Day Fiancé, and I love this cast. This is a really, really good cast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, listen, y'all know I always say it, and I never keep to it. But this review, I'm going to try to keep it at least at 30 minutes because I want to talk about both episodes. I was just going to come here and talk about episode 2, but so much happened in episode 1 that I want to talk about. So we gonna see. Pray for me. Let's get into it. Anna and Mursel. We gonna call him Moose. Anna and Moose. The beekeeper couple. Anna is 38. Okay. 38 in beekeeper years. Makes sense. I was like, girl, what? Anyway, she's in love with Moose. Moose is from Turkey. So they have like a little language barrier issue, but for some reason, Nikki, don't hate. The language barrier don't really bother them because their love has been able to grow. They met on this is so adorable. Have I told you that I love this couple? This is my favorite couple. I really love this couple because I think that they're the real deal. I don't think you can fake this. I really, really don't. Like, there are a few people who have been on this show. I'm just like, you're really just here for the Instagram fame and, the fleeting 15 minutes of reality TV star celebrity. But this couple, I don't think they came to this show to be famous. I think they came to this show because they have a real love. Like, it's, Anna probably submitted and was just like, they'll probably never pick me. And casting called and was just like, we really love what you have. And I think that it's because they're the real deal. They really, really love each other. To not only forge a love with a partner so far away, to also forge a love with a partner from a different culture, and neither one of you speak each other's language, and still something was able to thrive in there. I believe it. I believe that they are the real deal. So anyway, they met on a beekeeping couple. They met on a beekeeping site, and they just started messaging each other. I don't know how they did it, but it worked. And they were flirting back and forth, and then they were like full on dating. So now Anna has brought Moose here because she wants to see within this 90 days if, this is somebody that she could spend the rest of her life with, because she's looking for love. She's been looking for love for a long time. Moose seems like he's been looking for love, but he's 38 as well. What the hell is going on in Turkey? I was like, you in your 30s? Sir, mister. Really? Anyway, so he comes here to the US, and it's just really adorable. This couple, guys, I love them. They're so cute. They're so cute. So anyway, Anna goes to pick up Moose, and this dude walks over to her with another guy, and she's like, "Oh, okay, Moose, who's this? Like, what's going on?" And they don't speak each other's language, so it's really difficult for them to talk. So she's standing there, he's standing there, and his friend is standing there, and they're like, and she's like. So finally, I think it was a producer, somebody brought out a phone for them to like communicate. He's like, oh, this is my friend, I just wanted you to meet. And she's like, oh, okay. Because we all thought that this dude, he brought him here to stay with them. And thank God that he didn't, because Anna lives in a really tiny, I don't know if it's an apartment or a home, with her huge sons. Like, these boys are growing. She has 3 sons. One, the youngest, that she says is her favorite, on national TV. Parents, please never do that. We never want, at any age, we don't want to hear, the children don't want to hear if you have a favorite child. My mom, what she does is she says, oh, you are my favorite. I'm the middle. You're my favorite middle child. I have no competition in the middle. You know what I mean? So say stuff like that, but to say that your son is your favorite and then to double down on that, listen, I get it. That baby is adorable. I love him. For me, he's my new Daniel. You know, because y'all know I love baby Daniel. I'm always available to babysit Tiffany. Always available. I don't know if Ronald will like that. Let me stop. But I love her. I love Anna's youngest son. He is not my favorite, but he is very adorable. Very, very cute. And she has two older boys. So she has like a, oldest, younger in the middle. And listen, with this couple, this adorable gnome couple who are in their 30s, what the hell is going on in the beekeeper? It must be grueling. It must be grueling. I'm rooting for them. I love this couple. They are adorable. My only concern is Anna's children. Here is what, first of all, who was their daddy? Because daddy got some dominant genes. You would have never told me that them kids got a white mama. I was like, whose children? I mean, I will say this. They look like Anna, but in another culture. I don't know. Is the daddy Mexican or native? You know what? This might just be a wild card. He might just be black, because let me tell you something. My best friend, her kids are black, Irish, and Italian. No. Black and Irish. Black. Who is Italian over there? Oh, no, she's not Italian. She's French. White. Okay. And their children, they got 4 kids. Different cultures. Every child looks like a different culture. Like, you would never think that they just have a mixture of black and Irish. You would never think that these kids are black and Irish. One, everybody thinks it's Puerto Rican. Always have her on like Puerto Rican like events, because she's always getting invited to stuff because all the kids think that she's Puerto Rican. Then we have the youngest, who is just a white baby. The baby's white, no black mama. You would never think that this child got a black mama. And she got a son. Everybody thinks he's Mexican. Everybody thinks this boy is Mexican. And then she has a daughter who looks like just a light-skinned black girl. So they're all totally different cultures, and they're all treated very differently in this world. I wonder if that is something that Anna has to deal with. You know what I mean? As a white woman, why am I going here? I always go here with these reviews. It's always so many things that I'm thinking about. But you know what? Y'all my friends, I'm inviting you in. I wonder if she ever deals with that. Because as a white woman, she will never deal with what her sons have dealt with and will deal with as they get older. Because these boys are growing, okay? These are going to be some tall, brown boys. So she's never going to have to deal with that. But I wonder what that's like, and if she, we'll talk about it on this show, to like just be a white woman raising, children of color. That child, Anna, let's talk. Put that in season 2, because I'm very interested in that. Because I was just like, these are your sons? Mama, what does daddy look like? I need to see this. You know what? Y'all so messy. Y'all got the tea. What that father look like, please. And also, Pastor Benjamin, can one of you please find me Pastor Benjamin's ex-wife Instagram? Because I've been hearing that she's been talking, but I can't find this chick's Instagram. So that's what I need for you guys to do. Find me Pastor Benjamin's ex-wife Instagram. Please, if y'all have any tea or just a picture of what Anna's ex-husband looked like, let a sister know, because I need to see this daddy, because you got some dominant genes. Anyway, my concern is for the boys. Here is why. Anna lives in a very small home. You know what I mean? And it's already 4 people in there. You're bringing in a man who you want to be a father figure, who is of a different culture, a very strict culture coming from him, and cannot speak English. So your oldest son, who has already been the man of the house, now has to come and relinquish his authority, which he needs to. He's a child. He is not your husband. But it's very obvious that she puts a lot of responsibility on him, right? So he has to relinquish that to this man that he does not know, and he can't communicate with him, and he has to live with him. You know what I mean? I think the youngest will be fine because he's still very young. You know what I mean? He's just so adorable. But the oldest and the middle, I think, are going to have a problem, because the middle will always want to please his big brother, right? But it also seems like he is somebody who takes in a lot of information from both parties. So he's taken, his older brother's apprehension, and then he's taken his mother's concern, because the mother can't talk to the oldest, but she can talk to the youngest because he's a little bit more warm and fuzzy than the oldest, who has taken on this role as man of the house. So he can't be all warm and fuzzy like his little brother. You know what I mean? So I'm just concerned about those boys and how this transition is going to impact them. That is my only concern, but this is my favorite couple and I am rooting for them. But I hope that both Moose and Anna are making the boys a priority. So far, I haven't really seen it. Although Anna says she's not leaving her sons to be with Moose. That's why she's bringing him out here. I just feel like to bring him into your home so soon and he doesn't really know your children. And I know that that is what this 90 days is for. This is going to be 2 videos. I just realized I'm talking way too long, but I got a lot of stuff to talk about. But to bring this man into your home for 90 days with kids who already have apprehensions with him, I just don't think it's enough time for this family to mesh. You know, I think there needs to be a lot more time. And you're thinking about marrying this guy. I don't know, Anna, and I want them to win, but the kids have to be the priority, and I just don't know. I don't know. What y'all think? Let's talk about it. Michael and Juliana. Oh, Michael is such a cornball. He is so corny, and he doesn't know it. He seems to me to be that kind of guy who's been corny all his life. He finally got some money, and so now he's trying to, like, you know, and like trying to live this kind of life with all of this money, but he's just so corny that it just... And you know who got the tea on him? Because there's something about him, and I'm like, you're giving me something. He gives me white collar scammer. You know what I mean? Like, it's something about him where I'm just like, is this all this money legit? I don't know. I get embezzlement from him. Who got the tea on him? Let's talk. So he fell in love with a really young girl from Brazil, Juliana, who she keeps on going from being 22 to 23 to 21 to 20. Her age changes a lot, but apparently she is in love with him and he is in love with her. And I'm looking at this whole situation like, Juliana, beloved, secure the bag, sis. Secure the bag for you and your family. Because I think this is what's happening here. Like, he gets to live out the fantasy that he's always wanted of having, like, this hot woman of color. And she gets to come to the United States and provide for her family. So, you know what? It's a relationship that works for the both of them. They are consenting adults. How old are you, Juliana? But... mind my business, because I feel like, you know, if you on this show, TLC checked, you know, passport and ID and everything, and birth certificate, I hope. But, you know, we know what this is. We know what this is. They know what it is. Y'all can try to, you know, shove it down our throats that this is real love, but okay. Bro, if you was broke, you wouldn't get Juliana. Even if you were an American. Because she looked like she got options. You know what, sis? Victoria's Secret is going down the drain. You better get in with Rihanna right now and get on that Savage Fenty, because that's the next Victoria's Secret. Get in good with her. So you don't got to be dealing with Michael and all of this. Like, girl, come to America and do what you need to do. You still young. You can make it happen. So Michael has 2 children who are, you know, they are children in body, but they are 50 years old and everything else. These kids are adults, okay? First of all, I feel like maybe the parents have conversations with them that they should not have, because these kids are so well informed about this relationship. They know how old she is, and they're just like, she won't be our mom. She'll be our sister because she's really, really young. Like, these kids know too much, and I feel like they're raising their parent, because the son was just like, she's not that much older than me. So, like, the way they are speaking and how they are speaking and where they are placing their speech, like emphasis on certain words, I'm just like, you are dragging your father on national TV. Juliana, you're going to have to work for this citizenship, girl, because those kids are going to give you a run for your money, especially when he get old. You know what, girl, don't stay in this for long. Don't stay in this for long, because those kids are going to give you a run for your money. But if you want to stay with this man to the end, oh, baby, oh, you not getting half. Not with them grown kids. Oh, they already looking at his will today. You will have to have, them kids gonna put you to work. I wouldn't do it for more than 5 years. I wouldn't do it. Get out of that while you still tight and young. Don't go into your 30s raising these adults. Be smart. Our mom isn't worried about Juliana because she's not a stepmom. She's like a child. Like, she's one of us. Them kids know exactly what they're talking about. Juliana, get out, sis. Get out. Michael's wife, I like her. She's speaking straight facts. She's speaking straight facts, and she seems like she's somebody who, I don't think she's going to have beef with Juliana, but she's going to watch her. She's going to watch her, and she is going to give Michael the rundown of everything that girl is doing. Not to hate, but she needs to protect her children's inheritance. Listen, I'm mad at her. She's asking the right questions. She has the right concern. She knows good and well that this young girl don't want nothing to do with her ex. She's very concerned that Juliana is going to come here and get her visa and bounce. And I think that's exactly what she's going to do. She's going to come here, milk the dude for all he's worth, see how the United States of America can benefit her and her family, and eventually end up marrying a rapper. It's going to happen, guys. I'm telling you. Juliana got rapper or pro bowler all over her. All over her. Somebody from the NFL or somebody from the music industry is going to snatch her up. Stay woke. Stay woke. Tanya and Sinjin. Whoever did the casting on this season needs an Emmy. This was some great casting. Tanya, a political activist, proud Latina, is going to be engaged to Sinjin, a white South African who grew up in a very racist South African community, and Tanya is the first woman of color that he's ever dated. This is going to be so good. I was like, the first non-white woman that you've ever dated is a brown political activist? Are you not? Oh, Sinjin. Oh, brother, you gonna have to put in some work to keep this citizenship, because Tanya, not easy. Like, you don't go this far off the spectrum. And it seems like all Tanya does is, like, you know, get him in line and have sex with him. That's all she does. She got all these toys, all this stuff she want to do to this man. I'm like, Tanya, what is this? Is she like, I don't know. I feel like for her to be like so involved in Sinjin and just be like this political act, you gotta like, is this her way of controlling the white community? I was just like, you done got your very own white person that you can do whatever you want to and control, because you can't do it in the United States. Oh, she's like, if I can't get the white community together in my country, I'm gonna get them together in my bedroom. Sinjin. It's okay to go home. Speaking of Sinjin, he resembles, I don't know what his name is, but if you watch Netflix's movie Fractured, he was the lead in Fractured. And if you know, if you're a fan, then you will also know that he was the lead in Avatar. He looks like that dude with the mixture of Chucky from the Rugrats. Doesn't he? If that dude and Chucky from the Rugrats had a baby, it'd be Sinjin. You know you see it. You know you see it. So Tanya has moved into a shed in her mother's home because she wants to save money, because, you know, this visa process for Sinjin is very expensive. Tanya's mother gives me Paul's mom. She just does not want to be inconvenienced. She's raised her kids. She wants to live her life, but here comes Tanya, you know, back in her home, eating off of her. And not only is she doing that, she's bringing somebody else that she's going to have to take care of. And the mother's just not excited about it at all. Tanya is trying to act like they are super close. They probably are, but the mother's very frustrated. She was just like, I thought I was done. She was just like, I'm an empty nester. I have my home to myself and my kid is back and she's bringing a husband. Yay. Good TV. This cast alone, Tanya, Sinjin, and her mama, and then we will get to the girlfriends next episode. Ciao. I will watch a show with just them. Lord, Tanya is moving back home, and not only does her mother not want it, she is moving back home with a slacker who can't work. Good TV. Good TV. Emily and Sasha. Emily, I don't see this ending well for you. I'm so sorry. I'm just watching this, and I'm like, my dear, you are a naive American woman living in Russia, and I just feel like you have just gotten scammed. You have gotten scammed. Emily First of all, this is how, no shade, ditzy this broad is. So she goes to Russia. She picks a place that she thinks is one place. It ends up not being that. She accepts an assignment to go teach English in Russia. And when she gets there, it's not what she thought. Instead of leaving, she stays. She don't know nobody. She's there by herself. She starts going to the gym just to like have something to do. She meets Sasha. Sasha is 32 years old, twice married, twice divorced, 2 kids, 2 different baby mamas. Listen, I'm not judging nobody, but all I gotta say is this is how Future started. This is how Future started. I feel like Sasha, he got a little problem with his ding-a-ling. He really, really does. He does not know when to put it up. And now he done put it up in an American woman. So not only does he have some ditzy American girl that he can take advantage of, now she's pregnant. He's engaged to her and she's trying to get him over to the United States of America. My God, today. My God, today. And he's Russian, so he gonna get through quick. He gonna get through quick. Everybody else not getting through. That is the only white immigrant I know that is getting over here. White Russians, because listen, the Italian community is having a time. I already know I know of 2 Italians that are trying to stay in this country and they getting put out. They getting put out. Irish too. It's only the white Russians. Nobody, if you brown, don't even try it. But ciao. This country is keeping everybody out, okay? I feel so sorry for Emily because she is so enamored by Sasha. And I think it's 1, because she's lonely, and 2, because she's just very naive. She's very naive. She's the kind of person, because not everybody has the wit. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody has the wit to survive and the wisdom to survive in certain places without having some kind of supervision. And I just feel like Emily is that girl. She's that girl who needs to stay within her small town. And I know she probably wanted to leave to travel the world, but you just don't have the wisdom right now, honey. Maybe when you're older, you can do that. But to come to Russia, get pregnant, and you're engaged, and now you're trying to bring this man over to the United States. You haven't been there long enough to put like, not only are you pregnant by this dude, but you're his 3rd wife. You're gonna be his 3rd wife, his 3rd baby mama. You don't even accept that from an American man, so why are you accepting it from some Russian dude? And you know what, just thinking of this situation with Emily, you know what, Mom, I apologize. I think everybody who's watching this needs to just call our parents or go see our parents and apologize. Because Emily just let me know that children really put their parents through hell. Can you imagine your child calling you from a place that they don't even know where the hell they're at? They thought they was going one place. You all talked about it. You think she's going one place. She ends up somewhere else, right? So that's red flag number 1. Then she calls you and says, hey, I'm pregnant. Also, I'm engaged. I don't know this dude. You don't know this dude, but I'm going to be the 3rd wife and the 3rd baby mama. Oh, and guess what? I'm having my baby in Russia. My mom would fly a jet plane, stolen, okay, because we ain't got no kind of money, and come and pick me up from Russia and have me have my baby in America. Probably beat me up the whole way there too. All the way to America, Russia to America. Pop, 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 just get smacked in the back of my head. You're having your baby in Russia. No shade to Russia, right? But I'm just like, I'm thinking about Emily. You're not from there. You don't know what's going on. You're having your child there. Not because you want to. Nobody's going to be there to help you. You're not having your child there because you want to. You're having your child there because of him. He done seen a baby be born twice. You don't need to see this last one. He already got the experience. You need to be somewhere where you're safe and comfortable and you have family there who can sign papers or whatever if something happened. Could you imagine if something happened to that girl when she gave birth? Calling her family and just like, oh, she didn't make it. Yo, you would have a problem in me if my child... Emily, your parents don't deserve this. Your parents don't deserve this kind of stress. Ugh, call your parent or go visit your parent, whatever you have to do. Tell them you love them and that you're sorry. No explanation. Just say, I love you and I'm sorry. You know what? Maybe give them an explanation because this might, they might think you're trying to commit suicide or rob a bank. You know what I mean? So explain, but yeah, we put our parents through hell. You know what, Emily? I feel like you're going to have a lot of egg on your face at the end of this season because Emily continues to blame Sasha's exes for his behavior, you know, for how he was in the marriage or issues that he has with his kids. And I'm just like, ladies, in any situation, never believe the man. He will always embellish. He will always embellish to make himself look like the prince so that you could be the pit bull. So now it won't be him going after a woman. It'll be his woman going after another woman. So he'll feed you all the lies, all the mess and crap that he feels about her. So when you see her, you start going off of what he told you. So now you and this girl got beat. Now you fighting her every time she try to come drop her child off. So now you and her in something, and now you're the problem because he done poisoned you against this woman. And you probably need to be listening to this chick so you don't be in the same situation. Never listen to the man. I don't care how good he is. I don't care how much you love him. Never listen to him fully. Listen to him through a woman's ears, not through your heart and not through your coochie. Robert and Annie. I am so sick of the men on this show expecting the immigrant women, their immigrant female partners, to come in their lives and to be like their maid and their nanny. All of the time that he's talking about his son, he's talking about Annie and how she has to like take care of him. And I'm like, have you talked to her about that? Like, has she signed on for that? When you come in as a step parent, especially as a step parent in a situation like this, I don't know why the men want the women to come in and be wardens all of a sudden. Like, there should be a friendship first. And then when the child feels safe with that person, then you can start to work your way into a relationship. But to have this idea that when Annie comes in, she's going to be Bryson's nanny and disciplinarian, I think that is so terrible. That is so terrible to put on that woman. Not only is she going to be moving to a foreign country, she's also going to be living with you, somebody that she only knows for 8 days or 8 hours or whatever, don't really know you like that. And then you want her to come in and do all this stuff with your son that you can't even do. So you want her to be a miracle worker? I always get this from the men on this show. They always want the women to come in and do what they can't do with their children. How does that make sense?